Hello, folks. How we doing? 2:45 p.m. Sunday, Eastern time. That is. It's always Eastern time. I mean, what else is there to do right now? There's no sports on, so I figured why not do a little live stream today, and then carry on with the videos tomorrow. We'll see who's around. See if anyone cares to stream with us. Just pouring a little drink here. Hello there, people signing on. Good to see you. There are people around today. There's nothing else to do. What's going on there, Malcolm? How you doing? Dan, what's up? This should be my watching NASCAR time, but there's no NASCAR right now. There's no PGA. There's no PBA. There's no NHL. There's no anything to watch. So what am I gonna do? I gotta make a live stream then, you know? Intimidation, what's going on, buddy? Rob, how you doing? Good to see you. Good to see everyone. Emmanuel, hello. High voltage. Not much on this end, buddy. Just got home from a little bit of golf. Live stream time, you know? Aladdin agrees with me. There's nothing to watch on television. Travis, what's going on? Wisconsin in the house. Cod, how you doing? Ibrahim, I'm doing well. I hope you're doing well also. 7:45 a.m. Monday morning. The time in New York, Eastern time, is 2:47 p.m. Sunday. So you're way ahead of us. Mom's doing well. Mom's doing well. She's back home. Long battle ahead of her, but she is back home and not in the hospital anymore, so that is a huge step in the right direction. Especially, I wouldn't want her to be in the hospital now with all this corona thing, you know. Hospitals, there's disease all up in it, you know what I mean? Gotta love live Tundra vision, says Gil. I agree with you, buddy. Good to hear your mom's home. Yes, very good. This virus is killing my mindset, says 011. Having a beer while on the treadmill makes no sense. Yes, I hear you. It's pretty crazy. I don't know. I never thought... I really look forward to sports. That's my thing. That's my sanity, is watching sports, especially on Sunday. Sunday's like my day, you know? I get to watch NASCAR and stuff like that, and the PGA final round is on. But now it's like, what does one do? I did get caught up on my DVR. That's what I got to do the last couple days. I have hockey tickets coming up that I guess mean nothing now. That's pretty upsetting. Dover's coming up, which I plan to go to. I don't know if that's going to happen now. So there's a lot of questions at this point. So instead of doing a video today, I went out there. I figured the golf course would be empty. Stupid me. I ended up, it took 4.5 hours. I was playing by myself, like single, but I was surrounded by foursomes, so it took forever. But yeah, there was a lot of people out there. A lot of people don't care about what's going on. They're still going to play golf. So what are you going to do? Got to do something, right? Can't sit inside. That's going to be the biggest thing for me. I can't sit inside. My job won't close, I don't think, unless it's like a mandatory, you know, closure. But I don't know. My job won't close, in my opinion. So I guess I can work. That's always fun. No. So it's the channel. So it's doing live streams like this whenever I have the time to do it. And I feel like I'll have a lot of time to do live streams coming up because, man, what else are we going to do? Did you make a decision on the tires? Ibrahim asked. No, not yet. I was going to, I'll tell you this. See, when you're in the live streams, you get a little bit of the inside information because you're here. But I was going to keep my stock tires for a little while and do some research on it. But the response from you guys, the fans, was absolutely not change those tires out immediately. So we're back at it. And there is a new player in the tire game as far as the one people are suggesting. There's apparently a new Toyo Open Country AT3. So that is also something people are suggesting quite wildly right now. So there's like four tires in the lead. I will tell you one that I'm probably not going to do, and that is the Ridge Grappler from Nitto. And the reason I'm not going to do that is so many people have them that I figured we would try something else. The Wild Peaks is what everybody wants to see. It's probably going to end up being those just because everybody seems so hardcore about those, but we'll see what happens. So if you didn't send in what you think the tire should be on the TRD Pro, please do, TundraDude34gmail.com. Next one, Aladdin says, depending on how you play, golf can be social distancing. It's funny you say that, because I always consider myself, and if you play golf, you'll understand this, you got to know how to pace people, all right? You don't want to be on top of another group. You want the group behind you to not be on top of you, and you don't want to be on top of the other group. So I'm really good at spreading myself out. So I'm good at that. And I'm pretty decent at the game, so I know how to control, shots and whatnot. But it did get really crowded. There was a slow group in front of me that we had a nice pace going. There was a good distance. And then by the time we were on the back nine, everybody was kind of like grouping up on each other. No fun. Free Dreaming, what's going on, buddy? How you doing? Work to pay for the new TRD Pro accessories. Yes, have to do it. Andrew, what's going on? Can't argue with being in the great outdoors. Yes. And I will tell you right now. So one of the things they say are people with, compromised immune systems and older folks need to watch out and take extra precautions with this coronavirus thing. I go to the same course all the time, so I know a lot of the locals there. And, a lot of them are up there in age, and they will literally go outside in a nuclear war and play golf. They don't care. That's what they do. A lot of them play 5 to 7 times a week, 9 holes a day, same group, cigars, whole nine. They don't care about this kind of thing. That's what they live for. So I love people like that. Roland, what's going on? Rancho, California. All right. Is that Rancho Cucamonga? Off time, how you doing? Good to see you. Leonard says, what kind of job do you have, if you don't mind me asking? I am a logistics supervisor, so I lead a team that unloads trucks. That is what I do. 18 good years of doing that so far. I enjoy it. I like hands-on stuff. I can never sit at a desk. I like to, the grunt work I prefer, if that makes any sense. Mitch, what's going on, buddy? Did you ever have a set of winter tires for your truck? I forget. My daughter says hi. Hello, daughter Reeve. How you doing? Let's see. She's going for her driving school tomorrow, 16. Oh, nice. Hey, do me a favor, young Reeve. Please make sure you don't use your telephone. I said telephone. That's how old I am. You don't use your cell phone when you're driving. No texting. None of that stuff. Don't be distracted. Wear your seatbelt always, too. From TundraDude34. Yes, but congratulations on going for your license. That's a big step. I remember that was one of the finest moments of my life going for that license. So be safe out there, though. As far as winter tires, I had the BFG KO2s, which were snow rated. I never had like winter tires that are specifically just for winter. Alva, how you doing? Check your email for my Nitto Ridge grapplers. Will do. Oops. Sean, what's up? Hey, Mark, is an Armageddon up your way? It's crazy around here. Yeah, this close to New York City. There are people fighting in the stores around here. It's pretty interesting, but what are you going to do? Dan is showing. Show me, Dan. Let's see what we look like here. Yeah, they look good. The Ridge grapplers look amazing. I'm just trying to do something that... It seems like everybody has these things, and that looks really good. Let me show the folks. If you look at the tires, they just look so good on that Pro. There's just a little bit more teeth on it, and they look nice, but I don't know. I was trying to do something a little bit different. I don't know what I'm going to do. Your new Tundra is pretty much that. Wait, your new Tundra is pretty much then my girl. I don't know what that means. Najaf, go again. Thanks, she is listening and very proud of her. Good, very good. Just be safe out there. Please be safe out there. Mark, you like Apple CarPlay? Malcolm, I haven't used Apple CarPlay once yet, and I still haven't put any of my personal effects in the truck at all. I just need to find the time. I'm stupid. Even when I have the time, I always end up doing other things, but I will be putting all of the stuff back in from the Platinum Pro, and what I mean by that is, when you buy a car and you go unprepared. So I had to take everything out. My Easy Pass isn't in there yet, which I don't know what they call it where you're from, but Easy Pass, so you don't have to pay the tolls. You just put it on your windshield. There's so many things that aren't in there right now. My charger, one of them is in there, but not the good one. Like, I got to just get all my personal effects in there. And where's everybody coming from today? Where are you in the world? Go. 11, not 10, says, I joined late. Are you talking about the Wild Peak AT3W? Also, any thought towards a bed cover yet? What do you think about the Diamondback covers? I like the Diamondback covers. I like the MX4. And there's another one that I was looking at. Let me look this up real quick. I don't remember what they call it. It's an X-Stang cover, I believe. But I think it's an X-Stang cover. It's a new one, and it's totally flush with the bed. It's not the solid fold. It's not that. It's not that. I don't know what they call it. Exceed, maybe? No, that doesn't make sense. Oh, yeah, the new Xtang Exceed is what it's called. This is the one I'm really looking at here. Let me try to get a picture of it. View product. How about your work phone? What does the Wi-Fi in here have? That was a joke that went wrong. Sorry. Coronavirus was the joke. This is it. I don't know how good the phone will be, but it's flat. It's totally flat. Oh, the pictures are terrible on here. It's just totally flat, but it's a hardcover. So I'm definitely looking forward to checking that out. But there are a few. I'm going to get a hardcover this time, I think. We already did the Xtang trifecta, so let's do something different. Now I got to get caught up. I'm sorry. Doug, what's going on, buddy? Love my 2016 Platinum, says Roland. I hope so. They're beautiful. People fighting over toilet paper in Walmart is like Black Friday shopping. I think it's worse than Black Friday shopping. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. People are frantic. Dan E says, I didn't go bigger than 275 because I didn't want to kill MPG when drive 25K a year. It makes complete sense. Off Time says, just bought an 05 Tundra Access Cab 4x4, 211,000 miles. About a week ago, would you happen to have any lift kit recommendations? Looking to lift about 3 to 4 inches. Well, I have to talk about the Bilstein 5100 and 6112. They're adjustable up to 3 inches. That's probably your best bet. There's a bunch of different kits out there, but that one seems to be the one everybody talks about. And you don't want to go for like a spacer block lift. You don't want to do that. Spend the money now and do it right. If anyone else has any other good suggestions for off time on a nice lift kit, 3 to 4 inches, let them know now. Dan says, Mitch, good luck to your daughter. Doug says, does the JBL radio still sound better? Yes, actually. On the way home from the golf course, I had the Pro on the highway. That's the first time I had it on the highway. I had the sunroof open, the windows down, and that back window, which we all know and love, open as well. And I had the radio on. And when the windows went down, the radio, it kind of was like, you could hear it, but you couldn't really hear it. Now, normally in the Platinum, I would have to turn the radio up to like 46 or 50 just to be able to hear it with the windows down. Well, I only had to put it up to 25, and it was more than loud. So they definitely did some upgrades on that JBL sound system for sure. Leonard says, Rio Rancho, New Mexico. All right, rock and roll, bro. Intimidation, I put on Pathfinder all-terrains on my 2012 Platinum. Not bad so far. We will see. A good look. Yeah, do me a favor. Keep me updated on that. Aladdin's in Virginia Beach, Virginia. Beautiful area. Tan says, Doug, JBL sucks. I'm telling you, this one is not that bad. Would you put wireless charger in the center console again? NZ Tundra on Instagram for anybody who wants to follow along. He's the connection in New Zealand for Tundras. He's a good dude, too. That's the big part. He's a good dude. I don't think I'm going to put the wireless charger in again because Apple CarPlay, you have to have the phone USB into the truck. So I would have to get some massive USB cord and then, I don't know. I think I'll just plug it in. Well, when you plug it into the USB, it's charging anyway. So I think I'll skip that for now. That may change later, but I don't know. I'm going to add a JL amp to see if it gives it some more boost. Do it, man. 11's giving the old thumbs up. B, what's going on? I sent you some pics of my Ridge Grapplers. Sorry about the quality. Older phone. All right, no problem. I will check those out. Rock and roll. Anchorage, Alaska for Doug. Yes, yes. Excuse me. That Army Green Pro looks like you were prepared for the apocalypse. That's funny you say that, Andy, because when I was leaving the golf course, I was walking over to the truck, and there was like 3 dudes around it. And I was like, ugh, okay. And they were like, what are you, one of those, what are they, doomsday preppers? And I'm like, no. And they're like, that's an interesting color. Are you military? I was like, no, I just do YouTube. But it was pretty funny. They were pretty hilarious guys. But yeah, I dig it. It is an apocalypse ready truck. MPG isn't so good, but I would just fill the bed up with all those canisters of fuel. Leonard says, I think I want a hardcover when I get a next gen, but not sure what kind is best. I'm sure they will come out with a whole new, I don't even know, like a product line for the next gen when it comes to bed covers. I don't know. I'm torn on the bed cover right now. Like, I'm in no rush for it because this is the first time I've had the spray-on liner, and I'm just enjoying looking at that every day. Aladdin says, +1 to Bilstein. Okay, so Aladdin agrees with me. Bilstein 5100s. Great ride. Quality improvement, too. Okay, cool. 2020 Pro come with sub behind the left You know what? I didn't even look to see if it's behind the seat. I did not, but I will check that out. There's definitely some kind of a subwoofer in there, though, because the bass is a lot bumpier than it ever was. And I'm the type of guy that I turn my treble and bass all the way up, and this sounds 10 times better and very different than the 2017. David, hello. Hey, Mark, love the new truck. Thank you, sir. You threw me with the new Tundra. Thought you were going to go Sequoia. A lot of people thought that when I told them I am in the middle of buying something. They all thought it would be Sequoia. Tundra channel, got to do it. You know, got to stick with what works. And I genuinely love the Tundra, and I feel like I would miss the Tundra if I got anything else. So I just skipped that. I went right for the green TRD Pro, which very happy. Zero regrets. Diamondback HD cover is great. Your thoughts? People love it. I've never used it, but I've heard nothing but good things about the Diamondback. Expensive, but they're all expensive. Everything today is expensive. That's what I always say. Andrew says, Ready Lift makes solid lift kits. That is true. They have an option to get Bilstein coilover reservoir shocks with the lift. Small lifts to 6 to 8 inch kits. There you go. So you're all through the board. You get small little lifts, the 3, the 4, the level, and then the 6 to 8, the big stuff. What's the email again? My email is TundraDude34@gmail.com. Jordan, I loved your Ram HD video, buddy. They look good. You got to buy one soon, dude. Good looking trucks out there. Off Time said, thanks, Andrew. Yes, yes. I'm sure he says you're welcome as I move down the list here. Christopher, what's going on, buddy? SoCal in the house. What's the temperature over there? Doomsday Preppers, those guys. Actually, Doomsday Preppers are probably laughing at all of us now because they have, like, you know, warehouses under their house that are filled with all sorts of toilet paper for like 6 years. And, we're, you know, people are out there fighting over a roll, and they're probably just laughing right now. Moto, what's going on? You have the opportunity to check out the Goodyear Wrangler Ultra Terrain tires. You are one of about, I would say, 17 people that are suggesting these Goodyears. They look really good. My neighbor says mine look like a Border Patrol truck. Yeah, definitely one of the ones that I'm checking out. It's going to come down to I'm not sure because I put it to you guys, and I wanted you guys to decide the tires, but there's not one clear winner. There's like 4 of them that are just with each other as far as, you know, people are just saying, get this, get this, get this, get this. It's going to be tough. But if I had to pick one that's leading a little bit more than others, like they're very close, but there is one leading more than others. It's the Wild Peaks, the Falcon ones. So we shall see. Toyota Tundra, good video. Yes, yes. Steve, what's going on? Ah, France, my friend. Long time I was away from the channel. Nice to see you have a new truck. Do miss the Platinum. It was my dream truck. How's life in general with coronavirus? It is so nuts here in Europe. Complete lockdown. Yeah, that's crazy. I think you guys are a lot more locked down than we are, but there's a little bit of a panic going on over here, at least in my area. Sean says, I'm out of toilet paper. Anybody have some? Okay, guys, I'm going to give you the secret of the pros right now. You all need this, so just listen, okay? Toilet paper. It's great. We all need it. We all want it. But if you ever run out, go to Lowe's, Home Depot, and get yourself a removable shower head that has the adjustment for how fast the water comes out. It's like toilet paper that's always there for you, buddy. Just get done deal. Back up, baby. 57 degrees, says Christopher. I think it's right around there here, too. I think maybe low 50s. It was beautiful on the golf course today, but very crowded. Everyday Driver did a good vid on the new Pro. Everyday Driver, yes. I haven't seen Everyday Driver in a long time, but I do know of that channel. Andrew says, you got it, time off. If you want to go crazy and money doesn't matter, then check out Bulletproof Suspensions. Tons of Tundras run their lifts. Okay. Nitto Ridge Grapplers, I said that funny. Nitto Ridge Grapplers. Falcon Wild Peak AT3, BFG KO2, and Goodyear Ultra Trains. I'm on the fence too. What to do? Yes. I don't know. Those Wild Peaks are calling my name because people have been suggesting them for a long time. By the way, if you're new to the channel, welcome aboard. Thank you for subscribing. Don't be afraid to hit the notification bell so you know every time I put up a video or one of these here live streams. And don't be afraid to hit the like button either, you know. So it's like today, this is my 19th hole. I'm having a drink with you guys. Post-golf drink. But it's good there's people around today to hang out a little bit. Let's see. Oh, my back is killing me. But what does everybody do? That's a good question to ask. What is everybody doing now that there is no sports on television? Is anybody in any form of a lockdown mode? Like, Don't go outside because they're telling you not to in your area. Yes, this ginger ale is very cold. Very, very cold. They make it in Colorado. Yeah, I mean, so my wife is a teacher, and they're shutting her school down for 2 weeks straight. And then it goes right into their break. I don't know if they call it spring break or whatever. So they're going to get like 3 to 4 weeks off because of this thing. Pretty shocking. This is unprecedented. But it's funny because I keep going out. Like her and I went for I agree, Dave. Her and I went for a walk yesterday at the boardwalk, Seaside Heights. I'm sure most of you know that. And I was expecting to see no one, but the boardwalk was packed. Packed. Overblown media extravaganza. It is pretty crazy. It is pretty crazy. But I will say this. I can't see my mother now for a while because she's one of the people that would be considered compromised. Her immune system is down because of the chemo. So she needs to be basically in a house. Boom, stay there, don't come out, don't visit her, don't carry germs into the house. My father is pretty much homebound as well now because of that, so I got to be careful. I'd like to see her. We talk on the phone a lot, so can't see my mother for a little while. But, you know, her health comes first, especially with the chemo thing. I don't want to mess with that because they said every time she goes in for chemo now, they give her like a screening to make sure she doesn't have it. So if they see any sign of it, they just won't do the chemo, and that'll just slow everything down. Andrew says, my wife teaches 3rd grade, also got 2 weeks off. Hopefully it won't cut into their summer break. I don't know how they're doing it near you, Andrew, but my wife's school is actually going to be doing the classes online, like a live stream like this. So it won't affect any vacation. At least that's what she said. Sean says, I work at a college, and they have shut it down till graduation, online classes only. Yes, I've heard that as well. They've basically sent all the kids home from college. Chris says, I have the Undercover Ultra Flex trifold tonneau cover. Next time I would get a roll-up type. The trick fold is okay, but I think the roll-up type will be more convenient. Rock and roll, Chris. Rock and roll. The race in Atlanta will not have fans in the stands. They actually got rid of that. So now at first, unless I'm missing out on something that just happened today, Andy, but what they said was they were going to do Atlanta and Homestead with no fans. They were just going to race the cars with no one in the stands. But then they came back a couple days later and they're like, nope, we're just going to cancel it. So I don't know if that's changed. Please tell me if it's changed since then. I would be watching the race right now, boys. We wouldn't even be on this thing. So I don't know. I like talking to you guys, but I would have talked to you guys a little bit after the race tonight. AMAC says, hello, TD. How you doing, buddy? Glad you're doing LS on Cleaning Sunday. Live stream. There you go. On Cleaning Sunday. Congrats on your beastly Tundra. Thank you, friend. I appreciate it. Yeah, we're hanging out. I figured why not. Let's see. This morning, continuing with left-hand drive to right-hand drive on latest Tundra. Did you see the last 3 pictures on Instagram? Man, sorry to hear limited visits to your mom. Call her daily. Yeah, we talk all the time. It is what it is. You got to take it one day at a time, and the poor lady just keeps having things thrown her way. Let's see. Just purchased a Toyota Prius. Especially no tomorrow. Okay, cool. Can't say that. Let's see. Anthony, what's going on? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. What are your thoughts on Pedal Commander for the Tundra? I've never used it. People like it. I haven't heard anything negative about it. That's the most I can say. But yeah, there's been quite a few users on the channel of the Pedal Commander, and everyone seems to love it. Faculty and staff still have to work, though. Oh, boy. Let's see. Bristol is still on unless something changes. Yeah, they're doing it a day-to-day thing. It's terrible. Anthony, the world's most genuine Tundra journalist. Oh, was he asking what it is? Or was he just saying what's up and forgot the up? I think he's saying what's up and forgot the up. But Malcolm, my man, thank you, bro. Rain in the Big A. We have had 22 inches of rain so far this year. Whoa. A lot of rain in Atlanta, huh? Well, that's good. Is it raining right now? That's what I need to know. Because would the race have been canceled anyway? You try out tow haul mode yet? I purposely did not try tow haul mode yet. I figured we would do that together on a video upcoming. I pushed the video off today, like I said. I could have made one, but I like doing live streams when I can because those times, well, I seem to be doing a lot more than usual, but normally there's just not enough time to do a live stream. So anytime I can do a live stream, I try to just jump up on it and get it done just so we could talk. I know a lot of you guys really prefer doing the live stream thing, and I definitely love doing them. So we'll get to it though. Excuse me. Burping. Reasonable Paul. Hopefully you are reasonable, buddy. How we doing? Chi-Town says hello. I'm doing well. Hello to the Windy City as well. Drifter Savage, how you doing? Congrats on the new TRD Pro. Thank you very much. How are you finding the MPG so far, similar to the Platinum Pro pre-Supercharger? Well, the thing that I like about the new Tundras 2018 and up, the dash layout as far as the gauge cluster goes, every time you shut the truck off, it tells you what your trip MPG was. And I'm averaging, and mind you, I'm pretty much just going to and from work, a lot of local driving. I'm doing 13.4 to 15. That's usually where I'm hanging out. And a couple of those drives, you know, I haven't been driving it easy. I've been driving it, not like I stole it, but I've been driving it, you know, having a good time with it. And the MPG, you know, the lowest I think I ever came home with was like an 11 something. But 13.45 to 15 is what I've seemed to be seeing. But thank you for asking. Dan E says, almost had the police called on me at Home Depot. Woman working asked why I was buying so much wood. Told her I was going to bury my... Oh, I can't say that. Come on, man. Congratulations on your 2020 TRD Pro. Calvin, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I very much like it. Are you going to put the center console safe in the TRD Pro? It's sitting upstairs right now. Just came yesterday. That's a must. So that video will definitely be done. Drifter says, thanks. No problem, bud. Yeah, that console safe, guys, if you don't have that, go to sparksparts.com. Get the console safe. TundraDude34 promo code saves you 5%. That thing is more than worth it. Best thing I ever had in the Tundra. I gotta be honest. Now that I don't have it, it's something I definitely miss. Well, I guess I do have it. I just didn't put it in yet. That'll be this week at some point. We will throw it in. Gotta go market everyone putting down a new floor today. And my wife, the boss, is yelling now. Okay, Sean, thanks for being here, buddy. Be safe out there. Don't breathe too much. David, what's going on? My 2012 Tundra's gas pedal was way more impressive than my 2019. What's up with that? I hear a lot of this all the time, David. The 07 to 13s are a lot more powerful of the 5.7 than the 14 and up. I don't know why. That's what people say. That is not a fact. The owners that owned an 07 to 13 say that that truck had a lot more going on as far as responsive delivery of power, torque, very torquey engines. I will say this though, I've driven 07s to 13s, and my 09 was a very powerful truck. I felt like my 2017 was, before the supercharger, kind of meh. But this one seems to, I don't know what the hell's wrong with this one, but this one's powerful. Yeah, they must have done something, changed the mapping or whatever. First thing you should do, black inserts. They are sitting upstairs as well, Calvin. So they came yesterday as well. What's the new trucks? Only getting 13 MPG. My old Suburban is getting 12 with a 383 crazy. I figured after a while, you know, brand new truck, everything's tight on it. Once everything gets broken in a little bit, the MPG will probably hover around 15. Throttle mapping, says Dave. There you go. Excuse me. Andy says, TD, what would you do if you see on your security camera someone comes up and flips your door handle, and then as they walk away, they turn and take a picture of the truck? Contact my local authorities ASAP. I mean, that's a potential theft in the making right there. That's research. First off, if your door was open, dude was going in. Once you touch somebody's vehicle, we're talking crime right there. There's no reason for you to be touching anybody's property. That would be 100% a call into law enforcement. Those cameras are great, aren't they? Drifter says, I can vouch for Sparks Parts. In Canada, there's no place to get OEM Toyota parts other than the dealership. And with their markup, it's cheaper to buy from Sparks and pay the exchange rate and shipping. There you go. Don't forget the promo code, bro. TundraDude34. Jordan says, 2022 Toyota Tundra lifted. It'll look sweet. Ugh. Oh, man. Time to build a garage. Hate to see her sit outside. This was our first home. Okay. I'm glad you brought this up, Dave. We now know, because this was our first home, what to look for in our next home. And the two main things, my wife does a little cupcake design business on the side, or cake business also. Has that on the side. So we need a bigger kitchen for her. For me, I need a 2-car garage. It just needs to happen. So the next house will have what we need. This was more of a, well, it's a first home. Figure it out. Figure we'll stay here another 5 to 7 years and then move on to something bigger. I added Viper alarm, rock and roll. Andy, did that happen to you? How's your mother doing? Hope it's okay to ask. It's very much okay to ask. She's back home now, and the chemo begins again this week apparently. So rock and roll. Just can't see her now because of the potential of her getting sick with a compromised immune system with this whole corona thing. But I was like, Mom, I drink Coors Light. We should be all right. Oh, excuse me. Andrew said, used your promo code for my new driver's side grab handle I installed yesterday. Not a big deal, right? Pretty easy install, but thank you for using the promo code. Calvin says, I have noticed mid-grade inflate. Hold on. I've noticed mid-grade inflate my tires, or my 2013 5.7 gets 1 mile better MPG pump to pump. Okay. There you go. So mid-grade, and I think you said you inflate your tires. There was a lot of messed up wording in that there, Cal. Go back at her. Thomas, what's up? Got a new to me 2016 Tundra. Loving it. Praying for your mom. Thank you for the mom prayers, but congratulations on the vehicle as well. That's awesome. Very cool. What trim did you get, bud? What did you shoot today? What is your handicap? I shot an abysmal 101 today. I don't know what my handicap is. I can tell you what I normally shoot. I normally shoot in the low 90s, high 80s. But my putting the last month and a half has been atrocious. I'm talking 3-putt everything. It's killing my score. Killing my score. I had a really nice driver today. Really good, iron, or not iron, excuse me. Really good iron. I said iron twice. Iron is next. But it goes driver, hybrid. Hybrids were really good. Irons were really good. My chipping game was a little off today, and the putting sucked. I can't speak today. Oh, I'm sorry that happened to you, Andy. 2-car garage is not enough. Go for at least a 3-car. I don't have that kind of money, bro, but I'll see what I can do. Build the 2020 Tundra lifted. I don't want to do a lift. I already got the level with the TRD Pro suspension. What are your thoughts on the 2020 Supra? I don't hate it. I won't own one because I don't need to, but they're not that bad. People really gave them a bad rap. They seem to be pretty cool little cars. I think there'll be more coming with that, though. I think they're going to really dive in and give it more horsepower, potentially a manual. Everybody wants a manual in that car. Turbo it up and stuff like that, but we'll see. We'll see what happens with it. All vehicles nowadays should have GPS tracking. Also, it's nice to have cameras. What's the cameras? You could use them for security and insurance if you're ever in an accident. Very true. Well, they got that new, my buddy has that, I don't know if it's called iRing or iHome, but you know how like if somebody touches your doorbell, it's actually a camera and you could see him. But he has like one that has cameras all over his house. So anytime there's any kind of disturbance on his property, he gets a text message on his phone and he could see what's going on with his cameras. That's pretty cool. Drifter says, hey TD, are you going to do an internal chrome delete for the Pro, that cup holder trim and the silver shifter section? I was thinking about it, yeah. I have the part sitting here. I just got to commit to it. That'd be the next thing. Big finger, sorry. Inflate tires, mid-grade gas. 10-4 on that one, Cal. Gotcha, buddy. Yeah, that's cool. If you could get another mile per gallon out of it, that's a big score. Thomas says limited. Club cab, white in color. Okay, so Crew Max cab, white in color. Is that what you're trying to say? Because it's awesome. Limited is cool. Toyota Sequoia versus Toyota Highlander. I think the Highlander is more practical, but if you have a big family, Sequoia all the way. Danny boy, my pilot, how you doing? What's up, Mark? Congrats on the TRD Pro. I'm definitely jealous. Don't be jealous. You have a sweet Tundra too, bro. Drive for show, putt for dough. Nailed it with that one, man. And I'm usually a very, very good putter, but now I think I'm just in my own head. I don't know what's going on, man. I don't know. I'm missing easy ones, dude. Easy ones. And it's really annoying me. Like gimmies, I'm missing at this point. Dave, what's up? Did the tow haul mode in my new 2020 Voodoo Blue 1794 after break-in, and it's fun. I love the new technology in the 2020. Dude, I'm telling you. Oh, you have the Voodoo Blue 1794. I tested one of those. I had a press vehicle that was Voodoo Blue 1794 in February. A lot of fun in that truck. I'm jealous of your interior, and I can't wait to try tow haul mode in this truck because I never have yet. Anthony says, do you have a video of installation of the grab? Yes, the driver's side grab handle. I do. Go into my playlists. Go into part installs. It's in there. Enjoy. Get the bed cover for the bed helps MPG too. Isn't that one of those things, though, where that's like a fallacy? Like it's not real. It's just one of the things they write on the box. Who knows? Robbie Yoda says, are any new vehicles coming with cameras built in, dashboard cameras that can help or that can upload video from? I don't know. I think like the newer Corvettes and stuff have it, like the real expensive vehicles. That'll be one of those things that's only in the high-end vehicles now, but it'll eventually be in everything. John, what's going on, buddy? New home in the future? I mean, in the future for sure, just not anytime soon, I don't think. Calvin says, what would you recommend for me for backup camera 2013 Tundra? If you Google search Tundra backup camera, there's a bunch of different options on there. You can also hit up sales@sparksparts.com, that's the email, and see if they have any they could put into your 13, or that you can order from them that you can install in your 13. You might be able to just get the 14 and up one and put it right on. You might. I don't know if they have like a modification kit for that. Andy says, I have 6 Ring cameras. Okay, the Ring cameras. And usually it is videos of all types of wildlife, but not the 2-legged ones. Yeah. Well, keep on keeping on with that. 2020 Toyota Tundra towing. It depends what trim you get. I think this one here is 92 or 9400, the TRD Pro. And then if you get like a 2-wheel drive SR5, it's like 11,200, something like that. Mario, what's up? Which truck drives smoother? Like you're on a cloud, the Platinum or the TRD Pro? Okay, so I'm going to go TRD Pro on that one. I think the TRD Pro is a lot more comfortable, but I will say this. The Platinum has more of a road-friendly suspension, so at lower speeds, the Platinum is a lot more comfortable. But when you get up 30, 35, 40, it starts to go to the TRD Pro's way. That's kind of the way it has felt for me. But at high speeds, TRD Pro literally glides over everything. Tewksbury, what's going on, bud? Happy day to you as well. Good afternoon. No truck racing. Oh, no, truck racing has bed covers for aerodynamics. Okay. But, I mean, truck racing, they're going like serious speeds. But I feel you. Tundra Dan says, I like mine for sure, but I'm hoping next year they make the 1794 in Army Green. I'll be sold. Well, you know how they do it. Looks like Army Green's going to be coming next year to the regular trims, and I'm sure that will sell like hotcakes. Reasonable Paul says, thoughts on fender flares versus no fender flares? I like the look, but I'm concerned about dirt collecting, between the flare and the fender, and possible rust issues. Again, thoughts. I'm going no fender flares strictly for the reasons you just said. My buddy had fender flares on his bushwhacker style on his Ram, and when he took them off, it was completely destroyed underneath with stuff getting stuck in it, like dirt, sand, all that stuff got stuck in it. Started to pull up the paint a little bit. Once it's on, it's on. So if you happen to not like it, you're pretty much stuck with it. David says, bed covers do not help MPG. It's a proven fact. Sorry, Mythbusters busted that one. Yeah. You know why I always bought a bed cover, to be honest with you? It had nothing to do with MPGs. When the wife and I go to the lake house that her family owns, that's where I put the luggage. Because women don't travel light. That's pretty much it. Tewksbury says, hope everyone is having a good day. Stuck at the firehouse today. But good day. All right. Rock and roll. Make the best out of anything. If you're going for a 3-car garage, don't forget the lift. True that, buddy. Check out the Memento M6 dash cam at Best Buy for your Tundra. Comes with a front and rear camera. Cool. Yeah, no NASCAR today, Jordan. Nothing. We're just hanging out. This is our NASCAR. Do you think there's any chance Toyota will release the TRD Pro suspension for non-TRD Pro owners? Struggling to find an OEM reliable level option. Okay, so here's what they do every once in a while. Rarely, some of these dealers will get TRD Pro suspensions sent to them in a way of they don't care if they sell them. Right now, straight up, buying a TRD Pro suspension is very tough because you need to have a VIN of a TRD Pro to get one. So pretty much you need to own the truck. It's crash parts. But they'll have like a mini surplus at certain dealerships and they'll sell them to the public. You just got to find a dealership that's in that position. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. Mac and cheese is just hanging out right here. Dave says, your video info on the 2020 1794 Voodoo Blue pretty much sold me on the truck, so thank you. Hey, happy to help. Love that Voodoo Blue. So why NASCAR have truck bed covered? Well, don't forget, the bed of the truck in a NASCAR is just a part of the sheet metal. It's not necessarily a bed cover. I mean, it does open up because that's where they get to all their stuff. But when you're going high speeds, like those kind of high speeds, aerodynamics really matter. So, I mean, it's hard to compare a vehicle that's traveling at 55 miles an hour and a vehicle that's going 180, you know? But teach their own. Damn, that's tough. It is a little tough. Bed cover comes in handy to keep your golf club safe. The golf clubs always go in the cab because they roll around. Even when I tie them down, they find some way to get loose back there, so I just throw them in the cab. Same thing with the bowling balls. People say I don't use my truckly enough. Well, it holds the bowling balls and the golf clubs. I'm going to tell you what, that's truck for me. High five. I'm just really happy I have that spray-on bed liner now. Everyone who always told me to get one, high five to you because I definitely love it and I understand now. Rob, laughing at me. You know it, bro. You know it. I always got mad at that. I always got mad at that when people say, and not just in my situation, just I've seen on other things where people are like, why would you get a truck? You don't even use your truck for truck things. I don't think there is per se anything that could be considered a truck thing. A truck is a multi-purpose vehicle. There's a lot of things that you can use a truck for, not just specifically to one or two things. That's for narrow-minded thought processing. You need to open your mind and realize that it's not just for towing. It's not just for off-road. Some people buy it because they feel more safe in it. Some people buy it because they need it for weather or snow. There is no right way to buy a truck or reason to buy a truck. Or people just like trucks. There is no wrong way. That's right. Well said, brother. Yes, yes. I never understood that. It's funny because ever since I started doing this channel, you know, you meet a lot of people. And I always look at some of these comments people say sometimes, and I just shake my head. Like, they sat there and they hit reply, and then the box opened up, and they typed their reply. So they had all that time to think, wow, this is going to come off weird. I just don't get people. I thought I got people. I don't get them. I can haul a lot of TP in my truck. There you go. If you could find it, like trucks. Gotta love trucks, man. Putting a dead deer in the bed is a truck thing. See, David? No one said that. Just bought, Jeff, what's up? Just bought a new 2020 Toyota Tundra Platinum and love it. Nothing wrong with the Platinum trim at all. That was my favorite. I loved it. I called my parts department at Toyota of Greensburg, and they would sell the TRD Pro Fox suspension for $3,200. I told them I didn't have a TRD Pro and that I have a Platinum. Yeah, they would sell it. They just upcharge you a little bit, and some won't. They're not supposed to sell them. Like I said, it's crash parts for the TRD Pros. Back in the 15 to 17, they would sell them, and I think they were just running out of them at that point, so they kind of slowed everything down with that, and they just have them for the pro owners. Which at the end of the day, the pro owners should be able to get their own crash parts if something goes wrong, you know? Let's see what you said there. I have a factory spray-in bed liner. I added the rubber bed mat and things don't move around anymore. There you go. You notice a big difference in response to the 2020. Could it be the new truck feel? Calvin, it could very well be the new truck feel, and that's what I'm keeping an eye on. But that other 2020, the press vehicle I had a good amount of miles on it. I think it had, don't quote me here, maybe 3,000 to 5,000 miles on it, and it still felt way more peppy. So I think they just changed the mapping a little bit or something on it. The shift points are different. It just feels completely different than any other Tundra that I've owned or driven in. And the fact that the 2020 Voodoo Blue 1794 that I had and this one both have that same feel makes me think they did something to it. So where is Green? Hold on. So where's Greenberg? I got to Google that. Well, there's a Greenberg, New York. I wonder if that's the one you're talking about. I don't know, though. There's probably like 60 Greenberg. I think he said Greens with an S-berg, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. What time is it now? 3:30. Okay, sorry. From Andrew's comment earlier. Yes. Furnace came on. Sorry if it's loud. Ooh. That sounds louder than usual. Do you guys know Carl's back? Because everyone was complaining Carl wasn't here. He's here again. Hi, Carl. Come on in. Come on in the shot. They love you. They love you, man. Is he in the shot now? There we go. And also, I always forget to say this every live stream. If you have any patches you want to send, police, fire, EMS, military, whatever you got, let me know. TundraDude34@gmail.com. I'll throw you on the patch wall. I still have a few patches upstairs I didn't put on yet. Because I'm a terrible person, and I don't know how to manage my time. Wonder if they can remap the throttle at the dealership. I don't know. It's a good question. Greensburg is in southwestern PA, a little east of Pittsburgh. Oh no. Oh no. Penguins fans. Well, not that that matters now. There's no season. What are you going to do? So what else we got? What else we got to talk about? Got 15 minutes left in this thing. Questions, comments, concerns, and or fears. What about a bully dog tuner? I will not be owning a bully dog tuner again. For no reason other than the fact that I didn't care for... Like, the truck did what it had to do with the bully dog, but I didn't like the handheld. I didn't do enough that I thought it should have done. So I could put on all these different things on it to see what's going on with the engine when you're driving. But it made me do it in certain orders in certain ways. And like it had like a 0 to 60 clock on it. Everything just felt like it could have been brought up to date, like a little more high tech. So if I ever was to do a tuner again, it has to be something with more to it. I'm on my third Tundra. I'm seriously thinking going to a Tacoma. My company truck is a 2020 Ford Ranger, 21.6 in city. I hear that. Nope, just Steelers, and I hate the Pirates. Yo, the Pirates. I feel bad for the Pirates. They had that run when McCutcheon was good, like, what, 7, 8 years ago now? And then they sold everybody off, and they're back to suck again. Maybe the Mets will do something this year. That's what I'm hoping for. Oh, I'm tired. Oh, I'm tired. You guys are too quiet today, man. Too quiet. Well, you guys keep thinking about what you want to say. I'm going to pour another ginger ale here. I tow a camper with my Tundra, Frozen Tundra 13. How you doing? Will the TRD anti-sway bar help with stability? They say it does help with towing stability. Yes, sir. That's what they say on the ad on the websites, but, you know, take it with a grain of salt. The TRD rear sway bar really does help with overall body roll and cornering, so... But they do mention towing stability in that. How we go from trucks to football? Football. Pirates. Baseball. Go Dodgers, says Roland. Well, you guys should have won the World Series a few years ago if the Astros weren't cheating, so I feel you. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Malcolm. Malcolm just donated $170 to the channel. It's quite a bit of money, dude. Thank you. So that means 104 US dollars. Thank you, bro. That caught me off guard a little bit. Appreciate the channel donation, dude. That's big. That's real big. I'd hug you, but you're so far away, and now you're in Europe and everything, and I can't hug you because you might have the coronas. But air hug, dude. Come here, get in this air hug. Oh, thanks. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. There you go. There's your air hug. Thank you. For real. Thank you. Ooh. David said, what's the biggest tire you can put on a stock Tundra? I have a 2019. Stock height, I think you're good at 275/70, but double check before you do anything. Now, baseballs. Calvin, the way we do things on these live streams is we kind of go all over the place. The fun part about it is it's not always about just Tundras. We talk about everything. Mario says, my neighbor has the Inferno color. I have to say that is the best color I've seen because it's not common. I like the Inferno a lot. A lot. Mark, can you tell a big difference from the supercharger to stock in everyday driving? The power delivery in the middle gears is different, but it's not that far off. I gotta be honest with you. It's not that far off at all, which kind of shocks me. I thought it would be drastically different. Not so much. I did not work last night, no. Hey, David, I've heard it's $295 for stock width. I love the Voodoo Blue, says John. Yeah, Voodoo Blue's pretty good. Meteor, what's going on? How are you? Good afternoon to you as well. It's all they would let me donate. New Zealand is at the bottom of the world, and Lindsay agreed to take you shark diving. It's going to happen one day. I don't know if I want a shark dive. That's terrifying to me, but you know, it is what it is. I would love to get to New Zealand. Yeah, you're not Europe per se, but I was just saying like that side of the pond. But thank you very much for that. It was very nice of you. I think that is the biggest donation we've ever gotten on this thing. 104 American dollars. There is a cage. Okay, I would do it then. But I've seen Jaws, and there was a cage there too. But thank you. Is there a tie for better gas mileage? Is there a tie for better gas mileage? What's that mean? You got to shark dive it up. No. I don't know. Maybe. I mean, I would do it. You know, New Zealand, that's where they go for Shark Week to film the sharks because the folks over there know what they're doing. So I would put my trust into Malcolm for sure. Well, I have to say that I showed your videos of my new, of the new 2020 Pro to my dad, and well, I ordered a white one, which will be here in less than 2 weeks. Congratulations. It was really tough to pick either the Platinum or the Pro. I feel you there. I've gone through that as well. Tori, what's going on, buddy? Calvin says, I will scuba dive, not shark dive. Oh, tire. Is there a tire for better gas mileage? Your tire for better gas mileage is going to be anything that's more road-worthy. So if you start getting into those tires that come on the Platinum and come on the Limited when there's no TRD off-road package, those are going to be the tires that get you the most. Even the ones that come on the Pro and the TRD off-roads, the Michelin LTX or whatever, they're actually pretty good on fuel mileage as well. Media says, and in Canada, we get blind spot monitoring, clearance sensors. Ugh. Not sure why in the U.S. those features do not come standard on the Pro. I know. It has to do with the marketing and the way the market is in Canada to stay competitive with the other trucks in Canada and what they offer. It was something like that was explained to me. Crazy, though. I do, I'll be honest with you about that, too. I don't really miss the blind spot monitoring. I don't know. Because even with the blind spot monitoring, I still looked back because I just don't trust computers, The backup sensors, I never liked the backup sensors, so I was cool with that. As long as I have that camera, that really helps a lot. But good for you for having them anyway. What colors do I like on Tacomas? Really like the Army Green. I actually like the Army Green on the TRD Pro Tacoma more than I like it on the Tundra. Also, same thing with the 4Runner. The 4Runner and the Tacoma TRD Pro really hold that Army Green well. The Tundra is a little big, but the 4Runner and Tacoma have the perfect size bodies for that Army color. So they win. Other colors, I really like the Cavalry Blue. That was one of my favorite ones. And Mag Gray is always top of the list for me. We always pined over what you can get in the U.S. Oh, yeah. Definitely for safety checks. Makes me feel safer having the kids in the truck. I hear you, 100%. I'm a little jealous, to be honest with you. Congrats on the new TRD Pro. Fellow Jersey guy here. James, how's it going, buddy? Malinowski. Rock and roll, bro. Poland, right? Good stuff. Yeah, the Pro's great, and I really appreciate you throwing out the congratulations. Really, yes. You don't agree with me on that, Calvin? You think the Army Green looks better on the Tundra than the 4Runner and Tacoma? Talk to me, Goose. Oh, Cement. That's another one. There's just so many good colors. Yeah. The Tacoma, at least this is a me thing. Any vehicle that is smaller always looks better with those brighter colors or those, different colors. Calvin likes Cement. Yeah, Cement's great. Cement is great. I think the Cement looks better on the Tundra. All over the place. The Army Green has grown on me since seeing it in person. Yes, before I saw it in person, I didn't really care for it. When I saw it in person, it was in this weird spot at the dealership where it was all shadowed up, but kind of sunlight. And I was like, okay, that's all right. I guess it's okay. But then I saw it again, just in sunlight, and I was like, oh, that's awesome. And now that I own it, I really like it. It grows on me every day. But it really is one of those colors that has that, the shifting depending on the lighting. It's crazy. To be honest, it looks the best out of all colors when dirty. Well, it seems this color gets dirtier than any other color I've ever seen in my life, including black. So I'm glad you said that. Any paint that doesn't have a metallic in it. Yeah, it's something else, man. And it's pretty crazy because if you go back and look at the main colors of the Pro since 2015, you had Inferno, which has that same non-metallic color, right? 2016 was the Quicksand, which had that same non-metallic color. 2017, Cement, same thing. 2019, Voodoo Blue, and this. So they're just going non-metallic for the main color, and I dig it. Looks good on Sequoia too. The army green in person. Oh, I bet it does. SUVs look good in army green, straight up. Like the old dark green metallic, yes. They had like that hunter green look on that. That was a really good looking color too. So I know you're not going to do much on this Pro, so what is the first thing? Tires, I'm assuming. Yeah, probably tires. The two main things I usually would do first are tires and cold air intake. I'm just trying to figure out what cold air intake I want. And I'm not one of those people that thinks the cold air intake does anything for a truck, other than the fact that it makes the engine bay sound awesome when you get on the gas pedal. And that's what I buy it for. You get like 8 horsepower normally out of them. They don't really do much, but they look really good under the hood. And, you know, when you pop the hood for people, and they sound good, which is the two main reasons you should only buy a cold air intake for. They do seem to help a little bit with throttle response, but there's no guarantees of that. You can get a false sense of security with monitors and mistakenly turn it off. 10-4 on that one. There are a lot of people pooping on the old interior, yet Dodge is selling a retro version of the Ram. I don't have a problem with the interior in these trucks at all. I said that in the Platinum. I made videos on it. I say it all the time. I don't know what more you want when it comes to an interior. I saw, what was the truck that I was looking at the other day that blew my mind? Oh, the new Jeep. So the new Jeep Wrangler Rubicon has so many buttons. It has its infotainment screen and just buttons. Nothing but buttons down to the shifter. It looked like a 747 in there. I like the Tundra because it's basic, straight to the point. I don't know what much more you want. I mean, more of a design, I guess. People don't like that, you know, where they have the vents in the middle. I don't know. It's not that big of a deal, though. I think Toyota did it right because you can get into really most Toyotas and know how to use the controls exactly. SLB, what's going on? I bought the Nitto tires on my 2019 Tundra TRD Pro. Now I want to lift my truck and keep my stock wheels with the Nitto tires. 295 7018. Rough Country has a 2.5 level kit price, but price went down. Are you asking if the price went down? Talk to me, Goose. Just make sure the Rough Country lift is not just a spacer block lift. Andrew says AFE cold air intake with the oiled filter. That is definitely... We'll get into that. I'm going to let you guys help me decide which one to get for that as well. Agreed. Isn't a truck supposed to just work and be reliable? I like that too, Driffer. I do. Jay, what's going on? Mark, nice decision on the Pro. Thank you. You're back in the Pro again, brother. Yes, I am. Looking forward to small mods you do to it. Luck, health, success to the channel and family. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm not going to go crazy. I will do a few modifications. I'm just not going to go as gangster with the modifications as I did with the last truck. This time we're going more of a stock kind of a deal. The channel's been around for 4 years. It's going to be around for a long time. We're going to do a lot of things along the way. This is just one of those things where I'm going to try out doing... it's not that I'm not going to do anything. I'm just not going to do the super expensive stuff. The thing with the, and I said this before, the thing with the supercharger, I kind of narrowed my audience because it's just too expensive for a lot of people. Not a lot of people have $9,000 to go spend on a car part. So we all wish we did, and it was a fun time while I had it. But I'd rather help you guys and talk about the engines you guys have than have a supercharger. And that's just the way I feel. Let's see. I vote you get the Volant intake. I think that's what I'm going to go with. I had one of those in my 09. They're great, actually. Thomas says, don't all Tundras come with cold air intake? Per se. Everyone I've seen, yep, has a tube from the air box to the fender. It gets an air from the inside, the inner, and outer fender. Am I right? You are right, sir. You are right. I guess really all you have to do is change out the filter. Some people change the part that goes into the fender. You can get a airflow accelerator, which is a rubber part that TRD made that apparently brings in air faster. I don't know. But yes, at the end of the day, that's true. Media says, yep, more precise instrument cluster, yes. And when it gets really cold, you still know how fast you're going because there are still analog gauges. Reliability, tech, bling. Yep. Over tech and bling, I agree. Do you think Tundras should have more motor options? They will. The next gen will. I'm happy with the 5.7, but I think one of the things they did wrong was go away from, if you remember, they had that 4-liter V6 for a long time in their work trucks. A lot of people want that. A lot of people who buy Tundras for fleet would buy those. So they probably shouldn't have got rid of that. Getting ready to head out to the desert to bash around for a bit. Have a great Sunday and well wishes to Tundra Mom. Thank you very much, Tori. Have fun out there. Don't do anything too crazy. TRD cold air intake, we could definitely do that. I've had a few of them. I've installed a few of them. I've never installed one on the channel, so we could do that. Show me a hand emoji if you want the TRD cold air intake with an install video. Please put your hand up. Media says, I'm disappointed that TRD cold air intake does not come stock on the Pro. I wholeheartedly agree with you on that. Are you still taking votes on tires? If so, I can vouch for the Nitto Ridge Grapplers 275/70/18 with those BBS rims. Damn. I'm purposely trying not to buy the Nittos because everyone seems to have those. But at the end of the day, if that's what you guys want, that's what you guys will get. SLB says, Ready Lift is over $1,000, but the Rough Country 2.5 level kit is now $600. I wonder why the price went down. They have a picture of a TRD Pro with the Rough Country lift and looks nice. All right, go for it then, bro. Needs a 5.0 V8. That wouldn't be bad. Mark, did you choose the Crew Max again due to the rear window or extra space? I got really used to the Crew Max. Don't get me wrong, I love that rear window, but I do love the fact that the back seat is massive, and I use it for a lot of dumb things, sports-related stuff. Like I'll put the stuff in the bed, especially now that I don't have the cover on the bed. I used to put stuff in the bed that I didn't mind that, you know, went all over the place, but the important stuff I wanted to put inside. In a double cab, that would have been tough with some of the things, but now I seem to be good to go. But that back window is definitely a win as well. Dominic says, hope you're well. I'm going with the TRD cold air intake. Rob wants to see it. Tommy wants to see it. Media wants to see it. Will your father still be looking at a Tacoma when things settle down at home? Yes, Eric. I'm actually kind of trying to work on one for him right now and help him out. Andy says yes. Drifter says yes. Malcolm says yes. Calvin says yes. Andy says yes. Andy. Thomas, the difference with most aftermarket cold air intakes is the bigger air intake tube and a huge conical air filter, more airflow, buddy. Although, did you know, the TRD the TRD intake of today is a panel. It is a panel filter. Are you going to 3M wrap the front end to protect from rock chips? It's actually a really good idea. I haven't even considered it, but you may have just done that for me, media. David with the hand up. SLB says, does the TRD brand for the oil filters and air filters make a difference, or you recommend normal Toyota brand filters? I've never used the TRD oil filters, but some people seem to rave about that. But I don't really know what they give you versus just the regular one. So I'll have to do some research on that for you. Wish someone would do a video on child seats on the Crew Max and double cab to see how they fit. I could probably get that done for you, pal. I will be tossing child seats in mine, so that could happen. There you go. Media is ready to help out right now. TundraDude says, KO2 with white lettering looks so good on stock wheels, in my opinion. Rock and roll. Eric says, my friend's son just picked up a 2020 Tacoma TRD off-road in cement. Is this still a hot color? Truck looks nice. I love that color. In the right package, it looks great. Off-road, 100%. The child safety hooks were a pain in my 06 Tacoma. All right, folks. Well, I'm going to call it a day. I'm going to go do laundry and get ready for work tomorrow. This was fun. Make sure you hit the hit the notification bell and subscribe if you're not subscribed right now. But also hit the thumbs up on your way out. Help a bro out. Malcolm, thank you once again for the massive donation. That was very cool of you. I appreciate it very much. I will spend it on something that is made in New Zealand for you, pal. For sure. But everybody, thank you very much. Let me catch up on everybody here. Thank you. I don't have a Tundra yet, just 2 4Runners. You're still rocking the 4Runners. There's nothing wrong with that. KO2s have loud road noise. I didn't have that much of a problem with mine when I had them on the Platinum Pro, but they are a little noisy. I can feel you. Andrew said, yeah, clear bra, the new Army Green Pro to protector. Okay, well, clear bra it. Go New York Giants. Totally agree with you on that one. Hopefully they don't suck. They've been sucking for a few years now. I'm getting tired of it. John says, Mark, stay safe. Hey, you and the fam too. Everyone, please. Social distancing, okay? Don't get yourself sick out there. Rob, have a good one, buddy. Andy, thank you. Take care as well. Crew Max is the best for child seats, plus their little feet cannot kick the back of the driver's seat. That's always a good thing. Take it easy. Enjoy the rest of your day. Congratulations on your new truck, media. Punching out. All right, get out of here. Go have a good time. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Take care, Drifter. No problem. We'll see you soon.